And we're here with the game finals in the 2v2 tournament. Dacoops versus JD, or JD versus Dacoops, however way you want to spin this. The winner takes all in this best of 5 match.
Loop 1 is underway. Looks like Blue's playing, they're playing the health packs while Red is staying back. That quick health pack steal is pretty important here, and those ones actually aren't getting contested at all. But Red's gonna come out on top.
Looks like only So Lucky on top of the point, and I think he had full health too. He didn't get touched once.
Might be smart to play back on that first loop from So Lucky into Dacoops, just to keep their ones in cover and alive. Those are the most vulnerable. But it looks like they're not doing very much health pack contention at all, which is interesting.
Yeah, So Dacoops, they know that they gotta play a little bit more defensively, try to take down whatever they can there. And it's working a little bit in their favor. Unfortunately, you saw at the end, Dacoops did get pinned by that wall a little bit, which allowed Darth to just take him out.
They know that this blue team has really good aim, really good accuracy, so they're playing safe. And
Dacoops trying to take down whatever he can. He spots out the clone 2. He himself gets taken down by JP's clone 3, who's playing back at home base as well. Both players trying to take each other out from across the map, but they gotta be careful. Darth is over on the side trying to battle against Soloki. Soloki comes out on top, and now it's an all-out battle trying to take down JP, but Soloki and Dacoops the clone 1 surprisingly still alive onto the point, bringing into overtime.
JP's 3 is on point here. That's the only Loop 3 clone on. Both these ones, So Lucky and Dacoops, were on point. Looks like Dacoops is going to grab that health pack, put them on a little bit of a timer.
And I feel like there's a bit of irony with JP being the one to save the day, with him being on top of the point, as he's typically known for not getting on top of the point at the final loop.
I think I mean, you know, he's kind of been given a little bit of trouble for that, but I think we've seen every player just not quite get on point in certain situations when they really need to be.
Now they might change a little bit of fate here, as Dacoops, oh no, still able to pick up the health pack. Maybe loop number 3 they'll counteract that play. Right now loop number 2 is going to make a standard push, try to take each other down, and that's going to be Darth and JP coming on the top with their lone 2s.
Now this Clone 1 steal on that health pack hasn't really been answered yet by Blue Team. See what Team JD does about that, or if they really care. I'm not sure if it does too much.
Probably see them counteract it. Right now, JP has to rush to get that health pack on his loop number 3. There he is, but he does get taken down quite low as well by some shots from somewhere. Meanwhile, So Lucky got a sights, something aimed over on the middle point here. He managed to take down JP, but he himself gets taken down. Now it's Darth gonna clean up house and get the first point for Team JD.
Blue has a lot of clones on here. That's indicative of not enough damage coming out from a Red, whether that's been denied by these 3 clones or not. We saw JP actually did use that health pack to give him a little bit of a health boost. It looks like these 2s, one of the 2s were taken out. That was So Lucky's 2 early on. But good shots down by Team JD. That is the round for them.
Coming in for the battle for the second loop, and I don't think it's pretty one-sided. I mean, So Dacoops has been making pretty good plays. It's just JD has just been a little bit on top more.
Yeah, I definitely don't think this is one-sided at all. The chat point predictions are showing something different right now, but I think So Lucky and Dacoops have a good chance to take rounds off of JD. They're already playing their strats in mind with these players and how they play, how well they are with their aim. And they're both really good players too, so I would like to see a little bit of an upset here as well, to be honest.
I think everyone will love to see an upset. I mean, the players they love to see players who are really good just get taken down, and if there are any indication of who some of the best players are, JD would be one of them. But So Lucky and Dacoops aren't to be taken out just yet as well. I mean, they're some of the top players in this league as well.
JP's 2 had a really good headshot there, caddy corner to caddy corner. on that loop as well.
We see Dacoops, he's poking fire onto JP's clone 2 over at base here. Meanwhile, JP looks like he's going to start to poke out here, try to take down whoever he can. So far, all clone 3s are still alive, but So Lucky nowhere near the point. He's got to leave it up to Dacoops to seal the deal, and he does. But getting brought down super low for Dacoops. Might get taken down on the third loop.
Not enough ammo there for the cleanup. I believe all the health packs are taken here, so that very low clone of Dacoops is going to get taken down. He's going to stay dead. See, So Lucky's one's playing very safe here.
And not safe enough, as he does get taken down as he makes his way to the point. And at some point, you gotta play unsafe when you get to the point. I mean, there's no work around it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, pushing up onto point there, it gives you kind of a height advantage for anyone running up on ramp. You've got the high ground, but it also exposes you there. So Lucky was trying to get on point the very last moment to stay unexposed, but that allowed both JP and Darth 3 to just peek him over the ridge, take him out before he even got on.
It looks like they're going to make their push over onto the center point. Dacoops, all of Sokupi's team getting taken out. Only Darth's clone 1 and 2 alive and well on top of the point.
So Lucky's 2 actually almost cleaned up both the ones from blue team, almost allowing his 1 to actually stay alive and make it on point. Didn't quite happen though. Loop 3, we see some low HP clones.
Ooh,
a lot of death.
There goes... who was that? That must have been Darth. Yeah, Darth, and oh no! Dacoops is taken out, but then JP got taken out as well. So Lucky, he's got to clear up house. There's no health packs left. So, and it looks like he might be able to do it. He's got to take on JP's 2, and yes, he does. That's going to be the first point for Sokupi.
Those 2 clones who died on point there, both 3s, made it a 1v1 between So Lucky and JP. And So Lucky that actually just went around. I don't think JP was quite... Oh no, he was prepared. So Lucky just actually out-fragged him there. Took out the 3, and at that point it's just a cleanup game for So Lucky, which he can certainly do. Well played by So Lucky. Both the 3 of Dacoops and the 3 of Darth died early, so unfortunately they weren't really able to contribute to that third loop there.
And in these games, I think So Lucky is one of the few players that can actually take on a one-on-one battle against JP and Darth. I mean, when it comes to like an all-out, just straight-up fist fight, or I guess in this case, SMG frag fight, right face-to-face, So Lucky, JP, and Darth are the 3 contenders. Dacoops is up there as well, but he mainly plays a little bit of control and tries to skew it in his favor before he plays it in as well.
All the right clones splitting going around the sides here, but they're still not contesting any health packs. And interestingly, well, mid pack is actually still up. It has been left up. And we see that get grabbed now at the very end. Blue has control.
Looks like only JP's clone 2 was on top of the point there. That could come to bite them in the butt later. Right now, we're going to spectate So Lucky, see what play he's going to make. He does tend to go in more on the offensive. Meanwhile, Dacoops is going to play defensive and cover fire. Oh, it's So Lucky versus Darth. Darth does manage to pick up the health pack, putting So Lucky at a huge disadvantage. He does get these things, so it's up to Dacoops. He's going to make his way to the point. He gets brought down super low, taken out. His clones are on top of the point, but Darth's clone 3 is. And that's going to be another point for JD.
Only 1 blue clone on point here for the cap. However, both the 3s had full HP. Both of them on Team JD. Now, Darth did resync at the pack. Darth played that pack really well against So Lucky. He was at the pack. He had the right of way to it. So Lucky had to back off, which means Darth had twice the HP that So Lucky did, letting him get the easy kill on So Lucky. And then both these both these 3 clones on blue actually did not take any damage after that and cleaned up point for the capture there.
So you said on the other game, it doesn't look like Sokupi is contesting for those health packs. They're just letting him pick it off here and play a more defensive style. And that's more to their play style. Usually in the 1v1 scenario, Dacoops plays barrier to barrier before he makes a push, and So Lucky plays ramps before he makes a push.
I think that's true, and I think they know that they kind of need to do that. I think the blue team does have a little bit better aim combined compared to these other two on red. But interestingly enough, you see both these ones are still going for the health pack rush on blue. They do it every time, even though red isn't contesting, because they know they need to do that because if red sees that those health packs are not getting taken, they will counter that with a rush, go for the pack, play around them, potentially give them a health pack advantage. So blue's playing consistent. They're doing the same thing, but they're doing what they need to do to keep red back and away from mid control.
Now Dacoops playing safely over in his base. Might be able to take someone out. One member, it looks like So Lucky was taken down. But did he manage to come back with the health pack? Find out in just a few short moments. There is all over the place here. He does. He managed to get back up, but he gets these signals when we spot him out here. Darth and JP are going to make their push, and that's going to be the point and game for Team JD.
We see the domination starting to come out here. Blue had a lot of good control. So Lucky raced to that mid health pack against Darth's 3. Ended up dying, and Darth got the pack. I thought So Lucky was going to be able to steal it, but unfortunately he did not. That forced him to go all the way back around to home to take that pack. But in that time, Dacoops' 3 was caught out and killed. So at that point, whenever So Lucky lost that race to that mid health pack, it was just a 2v1 and then another 2v1. Blue team did really well in controlling that, both mid and just getting the frags to win out that first game.
And with that being, just as you said, the first game, we've still got a few more to go in a best of 5 series. So we'll be right back as we get the next game set up. Game number 2 in the best of 5 series, Team JD versus Team SoCoopy, with JD already taking game 1, bringing us to game number 2 where SoCoopy is going to try to make a comeback, to take another point and make their way back into the spot towards the finals, or towards the win, I guess.
And we can see, actually, the left side health pack of blue was not rushed by Darth. They are leaving that. JP took his right health pack. Not sure how that's going to play out any change here. And I believe Dacoops died to a barrel, so that one is potentially savable. But both blue clones are on point for this loop 1 control, which is going to sway the filing rounds a little bit in their favor.
Now, no variation on their strategies here. It looks like they're just going to stick to what they know best, which is SMG, and playing defensively around the base. But oh, Dacoops gonna get taken down here by the side by JP. Unable to survive it, and it looks like only Darth's Clone 1 and Clone 2 on top of the point.
JP, I think, is beating Dacoops to that barrier cata corner just a little bit faster, and what that's allowing him to do is stop and spray as Dacoops runs up onto the barrier. We saw that in loop 2. put him down to half health.
Loop number 3, we see Darth playing around the health pack on the center point here, and he's got a lot of room for play in this. He can take out whoever he wants, and that's exactly what's going to happen. But meanwhile, over on the top side, So Lucky versus JP. So Lucky comes out on top, but he gets taken out by Darth on the side, and that's going to be the first point for Team JD.
A lot of blue clones on that point. Actually, Dacoops, he played right side again with his 3. Got lasered a little bit by JP's 3 from home ramp. And both of Dacoops' clones were a little low here. So Lucky was playing it safe with his 3. But that also meant that he wasn't able to really get out a lot of damage on blue as much as they probably needed to, considering the snowball effect of blue's clones from the previous loops. So blue's going to run away with that one.
We see JP's going to steal the health pack here. We didn't see Darth steal the health pack. There was no real contest. They might battle for that at a later loop, but right now, JD going to be on top of the point, loop number 1. Now for So Lucky and Dacoops, gotta make a very different change in their strategy. It looks like playing the same strategy time and time again isn't working out so well. With So Lucky and Dacoops playing very defensively, but getting spotted out by JP and Darth, who are playing very aggressively in these cases.
Now, one thing that is going different here, as mentioned previously, JP is the only one that's rushing and stealing a mid health pack now. Dart's actually playing back. He's not going for it because Red isn't really pushing it. Dacoops tried to make a little bit of use of his right side health pack there, but didn't actually pick it up, and he died before he got on point here. I think if Red wants to do something, they need to start utilizing these mid health packs a little more. Dart's 3 has just rushed up to it though to claim this side one.
And with Darth picking up that health pack, he did manage to take down. Oh, he laser beamed right across the map. What looks like to be So Lucky, but he also took down Dacoops in the process here. So it's going to be clone 3 for Darth and clone 2 for JP, getting them another point.
Now this is we saw both 3s actually push to the left here from Red side, moved up onto the pack, but they weren't really able to get any vision down on any of the 3s. JP was playing safe home, and Darth was on the right side playing that health pack. So that one side push didn't quite work out in favor, as we saw before on a previous game, where they were able to force a 2v1, another 2v1. Didn't quite happen there, unfortunately, but still, we were seeing a little bit of a strategy change from Red. They're trying to do things. Dacoops actually rushed for this health pack this time, got taken out with Darth, unfortunately. But they are trying to counter JP and Darth here. Just a very hard thing to do, to be honest.
Both of them getting taken down with JP and Darth full HP after picking up those health packs and coming in strong, taking down So Lucky and Dacoops on the battle for the health packs.
It's interesting. Darth hasn't been pushing that right health pack, but he did this time, and that was the moment Dacoops' one decided to race for it as well.
And I think that's basically why they aren't really contesting those health packs. It's very difficult to, because when you get in there, there's a little bit of disorientation, and JP and Darth just come out on top every time if it's a very close proximity battle.
It's a hard thing. If they're going to rush those health packs, they really need to win it, but it's very difficult against the aim of JP and Darth here. And this loop 3, Team JD need 1 round win.
And it looks like they've got their aim sets on that as they zone control So Lucky and Dacoops. Dacoops over in the base here. So Lucky playing hide and seek away from JP, trying not to get spotted out here. Dacoops getting laser beam brought down even after pick up the health pack. JP still playing at home, but Darth might be able to make his way, and he does. That's going to be the point and game win again for Team JD.
Team JD playing really well. We see JP's 3 is on home. This is what Team JD does. One's on home, providing the cover fire, putting damage down on any clones that they can see. Has a health pack up in case he needs it, but he doesn't even need it. And then Darth is the one to rush on point. He's actually the only one on to finally get it. But as we can see, JP was covering Darth as he jumped on, got the kill on Dacoops, stopped any contention that could have happened. They sweep So Koopy. They have 2 games down, but this is a best of 3 here, so there will be at least 1 more match.
And with us moving into the next game here, we're going to be right back as we get the next game set up. Game number 3 in the best of 5 finals, Sokupi versus JD, with JD already leading 2 games to 0 against Sokupi. They might just win it right here, right now.
Team JD also has only conceded 1 round in the last 2 games. It's looking heavily in favor of them. Team Red needs to do something to change it up. They need to change some strategy, get more kills, and actually looks like Dacoops won the fight of his 1 against Darth and stole the health pack as well. So that is a good start here. Looks like they're going to have loop control for this first iteration.
Now, what does it look like over in the chat prediction, Mr. Freeze?
1k points on Sokupi, 4% to the 96% points on Team JD. Team JD is clearly the favorite here. But I'm really interested. I want to see Team Red take at least 1 game off of this blue team. They're so dominant, it would just be a really good upset, even if they don't end up winning the entire finals.
And imagine all those channel points going to whoever bet for Team Sokupi too. They're gonna basically get everything. The final loop here. So Lucky is gonna play a little bit more defensively, as well as JP. Dacoops playing defensively. There's a lot of defensive plays coming in. They're not quite sure how to take this game yet, but Darth is going to make his push. So Lucky actually already on top here, but he's going to watch out for JP. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He gets taken down, and that's all clones for red team. Sokupi getting taken out, and that's JD getting their first point.
Now, this is going to be hard to do, but I think what Red really needs to focus on is taking out JP. He's at home. He's exposed. He can be shot from multiple different angles. They need to take out JP's 3 because his position right there is so crucial to putting down so much damage on Red team and allowing Darth's 3 to push on pretty much uncontested and help clean point. They need to take out JP, force him to take the health back, and take him out again. So they have to take him out twice, but they got to do it because JP's 3 up on the home ramp is like a deadly sentry turret that is just wrecking them right now.
Ooh, but speaking of getting wrecked, Darth getting destroyed by a one-on-one battle against Dacoops. Dacoops able to come in on top here. Doesn't look like anybody else is alive, so it looks like So Lucky also took out JP in the process as well.
Yeah, this is a good start for Red. They're winning this first loop, which will give them a little bit of advantage in second loop, so hopefully win that one to really start a snowball effect. That's something they need to do, especially if they're going to challenge JP's 3. They need to give him a lot of clones to shoot at, so that way they don't die to JP's 3.
It is said and done. It looks like Darth gonna turn the favor and take down that clone 1 for Dacoops here. Bring him right back into the action. JP, little to no health, gonna make his way to the point, but get taken down, and that's again Sokupi on top of the point.
In a good position, they could potentially win this third loop. And I think Team Red knows what's going to happen. We'll just see if they can counter it.
Here comes the play. Final loop. Trying to take down Dacoops, trying to take down JP's clone 2. He turns the sights over to clone 3, who's got a little bit of health. No, he's got the health pack still up here. So now clone 3 gonna get taken down for So Lucky. He brings the health pack to come right back up, and now they're gonna make their push on top of the point. Red team looking strong, and they're gonna get their first point.
Now, there was a critical error here by Darth. Darth playing mid, so Lucky's 3 is left side, puts some damage down on JP and drops down. He then goes mid and gets instantly taken out by Darth, who's playing center. However, Darth, when he went to pick up the health pack, he missed it. So Lucky was able to take that health pack, kill Darth from behind, and that was able to give them a little bit of a title change to take this 1 round off of Team JP. JP's 3, too many clones to kill, wasn't able to do it, wasn't on point at home there, goes to Team Red.
I feel like Darth has a little bit of bad luck when it comes to picking up those health packs. Oh, that's all members of Red Team already taken down.
Yeah, he was really close to taking the health pack. He was literally just like a slight step away. I said it was a critical error, but it was a really small one. And that was kind of what led to, I think, Red taking that point there. If Darth had taken the health pack, it would have been 2v1, Darth and JP versus Dacoops. Probably would have gotten the kill on Dacoops' 3, cleaned up point like we've seen before. But this is a start for Team Red.
Definitely is a start. They could be changing the way those channel points are gonna go. A one-on-one battle. JP coming on top, defeating So Lucky. Meanwhile, Darth is going to take down Dacoops. Dacoops has to make a rush, but coming out of cover is very dangerous. He gets taken down, and that's going to be JD on top of the point. Number 2.
Incredible foresight. JP's 2 gets taken out by Darth's 1. Good pre-fires there, but they have all 4 clones on point there. This is looking heavily in Blue's favor.
Oh, but that clone 2 for JP already getting taken down by So Lucky. That's gonna do a lot of favor, a lot of hard work coming in. JP, meanwhile, still playing defensively, able to take down So Lucky, pick up the health pack, come right back into the action. Meanwhile, Dacoops is already making his push on the way to the center point, but it's not enough. He's gonna get taken down, and JD's gonna get the second point.
JP's 3 actually jumps on point here just to make sure it's secured. Darth actually wins a fight against So Lucky's 3. So Lucky's 3 played left, but looks like he took his time a little bit. He ended up getting killed by Darth, giving Darth a side angle to take out Dacoops, almost take out Dacoops. Dacoops actually turned on Darth. Thought Dacoops' 3 was going to die there. Fortunately, didn't matter. Dacoops, as he pushed up a ramp, got taken out. JD has 2 rounds on red team now. Red team needs to take these next 2 rounds if they want to push further games.
And that's definitely easier said than done, especially since both red members gonna get taken down with blue side. JD's team already gonna be full HP, able to, oh, just as we say that in the barrel explosion, gonna take himself down.
Now, with the red team pushing these side health packs now, we're actually seeing a little bit of a counter from Darth and JP. JP, I saw him play. He didn't actually push into the health pack room. He actually stopped beforehand, played cover, and then peeked around when So Lucky's 1 was stuck in this little fish in a barrel situation. Easy kill for him on the 1 there.
I think JP got his eyes set over on So Lucky's clone 2. Might be able to take him down. Yes, he does. He gets to get down himself, but meanwhile, Darth and Dacoops are trying to battle each other out, and Dacoops is managing to survive, but with such little HP, could get taken down on the next loop.
Dacoops is 2 playing the body block. Well done by him, but he has so low HP there. I don't think that 2 is going to survive unless they get some good frags.
Speaking of surviving, red team, So Koopy had to do everything they can to survive this next finals. They're still alive, but for now, the Coops overplaying defensively. So Lucky playing a little bit aggressively. No player has been taking any damage in their clone 3s quite yet. So Koopy looking actually really strong as they take on Darth already, and So Koopy on top of the point for the second point, bringing it into battle for point number 5.
They're doing really well here, playing safe. So Lucky actually played safe in this ramp. I was a little worried. I feel like Red needs to put a little bit more damage down, peek out, get some kills. By staying safe like that, you're kind of letting blue team run away with some kills there. But it really worked out for So Lucky. He was able to peek out, get a kill on Darth, and him staying back there meant that he didn't have to use any health packs, didn't have to play a home pack. He kept his health for when he really needed it, which was the push onto point. Dacoops was full health as well. Allowed them to get that win. 2 rounds of 2 rounds here. This could go to a 4th game.
I'm hoping it does. Oh man, I think that would be a super hype moment going into game number 4, and then especially if it goes to game number 5. My goodness.
Yeah, if So Koopy wants to win this tournament, they're gonna have to reverse sweep Darth and JP in games. It's hard enough to do that in rounds. I think they've got quite a mountain to climb if they want to win, but it starts with 1 game. They need to win this one.
Let's see how that turns out there. So far, looking too good. I think it was just Darth on top of the point here. By hitting Darth, he's going to spot at the clone 2. He gets taken down pretty low, but oh, no, now he just gets taken out. So Lucky, able to survive, get on top of the point.
Ooh.
Just barely, though.
Came down to 1v1 in pistols. Dacoops got some really good damage down on both of those 2s. He ended up dying, leaving So Lucky in a 2v1, but I think he did enough damage where So Lucky was able to win that gunfight, barely. So well played by both those players.
Here comes the gunfights here. Dacoops over on the center point here. We see Dacoops already getting deleted. He has to pick up the health pack to get right back into the action here. JP forced to pick up the health pack back on his base. Dacoops is going to make his push here. The JP gets deleted as well, and that's So Koopy actually turning it around and bringing us to game number 4.
They take a round off of Team JD here, and as we saw, Darth gets taken out down here at midpoint. He gets that pack stolen away from him, so he has no way to resync. When he dies here, JP has such low HP, he actually goes back for the health pack, but doesn't quite grab it. He misses it, just like we saw Darth miss the mid health pack, and that's going to lead to Red running away with this round. A small mistake from Team JD makes them lose this game 3-2 in rounds.
And those channel points, I don't know who voted for So Koopy to win, but damn, they're gonna get a lot of channel points all of a sudden. But guys, we're gonna stick around and be right back as we get the next game set up.
On the sides,
Oh, and
Darth
we're
has
back.
been taken out.
We're back with this next game here, Darth and JP versus Dacoops. And this is a very already hype match here as both players, Dacoops able to make a comeback.
Second loop, it looks like there were some pre-fires going down from Darth down mid. I don't think we've really seen Team JD push mid too much. They've mostly gone around the sides. So I'm not sure if that will do too much. But is that four? That is 4 clones on for blue team here. So a lot of momentum that Team JD has.
Looks like in the final loop, Team JD might be able to bring home the first point of the game. But Dacoops might have something back in answer. It looks like JP is playing defensively again over on the base, but Dacoops is changing his area of where he plays. So Lucky able to pick up the health pack to get right back into action, but Dacoops are taken down. But with an onslaught of clones for Team JD, they're gonna get the first point, dominating Team Dacoops.
First 2 loops went in Blue's favor, and this third loop started going wrong as soon as So Lucky lost the race to that midpoint. Darth actually got the health pack on him. It was really, really close. But what happened is, we've seen this before, Dacoops' 3 was left alone in a 2v1 situation against both Darth and JD's 3s. He gets taken out, and by that time, So Lucky resinks right about the time he gets taken out. Another 2v1 situation. Unfortunately, the snowball effect combined with that disparity of 2v1 just isn't gonna. It's not gonna happen whenever you're red versing both Darth and JP.
It seems like this game is basically decided on whether Soluk is able to steal the health pack away from Darth and how those defensive players back at home base are going to play it out here. Dacoops played really far out last round.
It really can be decided by that one. I mean, it can come down to one single race at that midpoint. For example, when you have 2 players throwing themselves at each other, it could go in the completely opposite direction. If Dart doesn't win that health pack, then suddenly you got a Dacoops and So Lucky 2v1 versus JP. They can work to take him out, and then by the time Darth responds, maybe by home health pack as well, another 2v1. So whenever you race for that health pack at mid there, you're really putting the entire loop on that race almost. It's very important who wins, and that can tell you who's actually going to come out on top at the very end of the 18 seconds.
We'll see who's gonna come out for this health pack race. Soloki versus Darth. It looks like Soloki's gonna change it around. And Darth's gonna play a little bit more defensively. Dacoops getting brought down super low already by JP. Might get taken out here. He's got to be careful. Soloki playing aggressively, trying to take down Darth. He does manage to take down Darth, so JP is gonna try to save the day and take him down as well. Now it's up to Dacoops to seal the deal, trying to steal his fate. He manages to steal it and take the first point for Team SoCoopy.
Goes into Red's favor here. Actually, neither player really went for that mid health pack, and it gets taken by a clone 1 from So Lucky. Dacoops plays home here, does a really good job, takes out JP. Both JP and Dacoops resync health pack, but that keeping JP occupied like that is exactly what Red needs to do, because if you leave him alone up there, where he has free reign to shoot all the clone 1s, the clone 2s, the clone 3s as well, that's not good for a red team there. So Dacoops did good, locking him down, actually got the kill on him, and led to them getting a round win.
It looks like So Lucky gonna get desynced, gets right back into the action with the health pack here. That could affect how Darth plays in a later loop. But he's able to take down both members of the opposing team, SoCoopy, with So Lucky on top of the point in loop number 1. Super back and forth match still, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in SoCoopy. They won last game. They can win this one. Like I said, I'm a little biased because I want to see an upset, but it'll still be a really hard road here. Both these twos are on point for the second loop control, so the third loop's going to be a little bit in Darth and JP's favor. A little bit of an uphill climb for SoCoopy. See what they do.
Final loop, they're gonna make their way. So Lucky, it looks like he's gonna change his strategy a little bit. Go over onto the other side. Meanwhile, we're gonna spectate JP. He's on an all-out battle with Dacoops. Unfortunately, Dacoops does get taken down here. He's gotta pick up the health pack to get right back into the action, and now he's gonna make his push over to the point. Darth getting brought down super low, taken out. JP might get taken out as well. No, he's got full HP, make his way on top of the point, but So Lucky's clone 1 and 2 able to survive, bringing it to overtime.
JP was forced to jump on point here. That's going to expose him a little bit for maybe some pre-fires. So Lucky's 1 is not going to do that. Just going to jump off, play it safe. He does get killed by Darth.
Just as he gets right back onto the center point. He got away and came back to die, I guess. Looks like all 4 clones are on top of the point, but only JP and Darth are alive and well on top. So Koopy desynced already. See how that plays out loop number 2.
So Lucky's 2 is really low.
Ooh, but he ran towards JP together. Oh no. It's not looking good for SoCoopy. Oh, but just in the turn of events, Dacoops able to take down JP. Might be able to take down Darth. No, he doesn't. But So Lucky, able to seal the deal, get himself on top of the point. Melee, death for Darth ×2. SoCoopy on top of the point loop number 2.
So Lucky did good here. However, he takes his home health pack, which is a deniable resync from blue team if they can just get up there and take it right away. That doesn't give JP a health pack to fall back on if that happens, though.
Gotta be careful. So Lucky's clone 1 doesn't get taken down, along with the clone 2, clone 3. It's really gonna be up to Dacoops' clone 3 to try to seal the deal. He's playing around his home base, but he's getting heavy fire by JP. Oh no, it looks like he desynced himself right at the very end, and that's gonna be the next point for JD, bringing him 1 point closer to bringing home the victory.
As soon as Lucky's 3 died here, it was not looking good for Dacoops. You can see that both of these two, they're basically predators. JP moves and just waiting for him to jump off home pack. He knows that's where he's going to be. Darth comes around, gets a crossfire as well from the opposite ramp, and Dacoops just jumps into the gunfire. He has to get on point, but it's not going to end well for him. They have 2 rounds over SoCoop's.
And now they gotta go make a comeback with 2 points. Are they gonna be able to do it? We'll find out in a few loops.
Both sides, each team gets out alive with one of their clones on those health pack rushes. Looks like Red is starting to contest these health packs now, which is interesting. I'm wondering, from what we saw in the past when they weren't contesting it, they could potentially keep their clones in cover to provide a little bit more of distraction for blue instead of racing for them.
It looks like Dacoops did a little bit of unfortunate fire on his clone 1. His clone 2 does get taken down. Soloki is the only one still alive on top of the point, but he's got to be careful. It might be not alive for long, and that's exactly what happens. Clone 2 for JP, clone 1 for Darth on top of the point. So we're here with the final loop. This could be the last loop of the game. JP still going to play defensively. Clone 1 already taken down for Dacoops nice and early, but JP getting some heavy fire from Dacoops. He might get taken down, not quite yet, but Dacoops is the one that gets taken down already. Now it's not looking good for Sokoopy, as Dacoops' pre-fired shots are going to be able to have a huge factor, but no, he might be able to turn it down, and that's JP on the top of the point. We're going into battle for point number 5.
JP couldn't quite get on. Dacoops again, his 3. The red team is countering JP's positioning here really well. Darth is underneath wrecking some havoc on clones, but it was enough to keep these players a little bit distracted, allowing Dacoops' 3 to jump on point. So Lucky's 3 is still alive as well, distracting JP, makes him sidestep, and that sidestep might have just kept him from getting on point. He might not have been able to get on point anyways. He was a little far away from it, but well played by Dacoops. 2 rounds of 2 rounds.
I've got a feeling this is gonna go to game number 5. I feel it. It's up to Sokoopy. They're gonna do one more point. Let's see if they're
Red team takes some heavy fire here.
They get taken down, but it doesn't look like Darth is on point. Actually, it doesn't look like either of them are on point.
I think
that's what the dot is. Neither.
Yeah, I thought Darth was on, but maybe he didn't.
I thought JP was on. He had like a foot on it, but I guess not. You can see over on the top middle part where it says capture the point, the little P. No, it wasn't lit up at all. It was just white.
Jesus clone gets taken out by, that was Darts 2, and they do have some presence now.
You can see his foot.
Those clones look like they're on.
It's because JP's foot animation didn't complete, so he technically wasn't stepping. That's too good. Either way, final loop here. This could be the last point of the game, or last loop. Dacoops getting desync nice and early. That could be very detrimental for these players here. He's got to take the health pack, come right back up. JP back in action as well. Dacoops already on top of the point, trying to take down whoever he can, but no, it's going to go in favor of JD, and they're going to bring home the victory for the match and finals win.
Spectate, so Lucky's 3 right here. Whenever he goes over to this health pack, he makes a run across, gets lasered by Darth, who's at mid looking for him, gets chunked down really low, and as soon as he steps out this cover, JP's pre-firing that corner, just waiting for him to step out, and as soon as it happens, So Lucky dies. Dacoops was able to resync, but again, 2v1 situation, not very good, especially versus Team JD. They win that last game, really well played, 2-3. So Coops put up a really good fight, but unfortunately they are going to be the runner-ups of this tournament. Team JD win it all. They're going to get the $75 prize pool. So Lucky and Dacoops get the $25, and that is the end of the tournament for today.
And thank you guys so much for joining us today here. I mean, Mr. Freeze, what must have been the highlight of the day? I mean, there were so many different games. There